Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about a book that I literally just finished 5 minutes ago, Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. I am going to introduce you to my candle, but I'll be fully honest, I'm not drinking coffee or tea right now as it is almost 6 o'clock at night that I am recording this, so instead I am drinking vitamin water because hydration is key. So today the candle I'm going to be lighting is from Bookend Candle Co., and it is called Coffee House. It's a 100% soy wax candle, which is hand poured in Michigan and smells like fresh ground coffee, hazelnut, and sweet cream, which I personally love because I really enjoy drinking hazelnut coffee with cream and sugar. So for me, this candle just smells like a fresh cup of coffee in the morning without me having to actually drink a cup of coffee to get that smell. So, now that that has been introduced, I need to tell you about the amazing book that is Kingdom of the Wicked. So, I pre-ordered it, and I'm going to have a card in this video above to indicate where you can find the video of my unboxing of my pre-order copy of it, and I'll also include a link to my video where I opened the pre-order gifts from Little Brown Publishing that you got for free for pre-ordering the book. I don't even know how to start. So I'm a huge Kerri Maniscalco fan. I read her entire Stalking Jack the Ripper series, which is why I ordered Kingdom of the Wicked as a pre-order. And while this book was completely different than anything like Stalking Jack the Ripper, completely different place, time period, atmosphere, more of a fantasy element and less of a kind of mystery fiction element that the Jack the Ripper series had. It was undeniably just as amazing as all of Kerri Maniscalco's previous works. The main character, Emilia, is super complicated, and she's like freshly 18, kind of experiencing this world, what it's like working along with her twin sister Vittoria for their family's restaurant, Sea and Vine. The whole book takes place in Italy, specifically, I believe, in on the island of Sicily. So it's kind of implied that throughout the novel, when you're reading English words, they're actually speaking in Italian, and there is no specific time period given. It's just kind of implied to be a while ago, based off of the way they dress and the way she talks about customs of the country and relatives who've gone to move to like America. It seems like late 1800s, early 1900s maybe, but again, there's no specific time period given, which I really like in a fantasy novel because it gives you that sense of a touchstone of realism without having to abide to a specific time period and their rules. The main key thing is that Emilia and her family are witches. So she and her sister are witches, and her grandmother is. Her mother is witch-born, but does not have powers. So the book all kind of builds off of the mythology that these witches have of the princes of hell and fearing demons and hell awakening, and this idea of this kind of mythological figure of the La Prima, of like the original witch. And all I can say is Kerri did such a good job with that being the basis of the worldview, and she made it such an interesting story by still involving murder and weaving that into the narrative. It's not really a spoiler because it's right in the book description. Vittoria dies. She's been murdered, and so Emilia spends the rest of the book, after like the second chapter where the murder happens, trying to get vengeance for her sister, and at the same time trying to figure out who did it. And ends up getting into all of these perilous situations because of her vengeance and like her quest to find out what happened to her twin sister, which is a beautiful marrying of like what the premise of the Stalking Jack the Ripper series is, of these solvings of these murders, with the more fantastical elements of witches and demons and princes of hell and summonings and all of these elements, and the fantastical nature of involving Italian traditions in with the mythical ideas and weaving them so beautifully. I will say the ending kind of let me down a little bit. It was still good. I'm definitely excited to see what the next book holds, because the ending and the bonus notes from Kerri Maniscalco in the edition that I got, the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, plus the end of her author's note definitely makes it clear that this is the first of what's going to be a series. It's not a standalone novel, which is exciting. I will always love more books from Kerri Maniscalco. But there was definitely a twist that I didn't expect and that kind of upset me a little. I'm not going to talk about it too much here. Obviously, I don't want to spoil it. I definitely think it's 100% worth reading the book. It is probably one of the best books I've read this year, and I've read over 30 because of the pandemic, which is a big amount for me. I know it's not for a lot of booktubers, but with working a full-time job and just graduating college, it's a lot for me. Absolutely fantastic plot. The characters were so raw and real and compelling, and you wanted to know more, and you really felt for Amelia. Like, she's a very good, strong female protagonist who you can still relate to, has her weaknesses and her struggles, and really advances the plot with her own personality and her own struggles and her own knowledge and her own strength. It doesn't feel like it's all happening to her, but at the same time, it works. Like, things are happening to her, but it doesn't feel like she's just standing in the middle of her life without any control, which I really like from a protagonist. So, overall, my thoughts are that this is a fantastic book, and I can't wait to read more, and I can't wait to see where Kerri Maniscalco goes with this and with the rest of her career, because she honestly has shown in the choices she's made to differentiate this series from Stalking Jack the Ripper that she could go a lot of different ways with her writing, and that really excites me because a lot of authors can become very one note, and it makes it difficult to continue reading their stuff, but that's certainly not what's happening with Kerri. So I hope you all enjoy this. I kept it kind of short because it's really hard to review a single book that's so new without giving any spoilers. I hope you guys will check out my videos of the unboxings and continue keeping an eye out for more reviews. I plan to read the book Once and Future Witches next, which I also have an unboxing video of. It was one that I received for my birthday. So keep an eye out for that review coming in the coming weeks once I get a chance to read the book. And I hope everybody had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you're just having a good week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Mwah!